In the beginning, giants walked the earth, their footsteps shaking the land beneath them. Before Noah built the ark, giants roamed the earth, the offspring of fallen angels and human women. This is the hidden story the Bible barely tells you about. Time is 5,000 years ago. Setting is Mesopotamia. Mankind lived for hundreds of years and grew strong and powerful in wealth and prestige.
My Lord and my God, I come to you about the state of affairs of mankind. I desire to further prosecute virtue over mankind, especially the daughters of men whose hearts are filled with lust.
Adversary, state your proposal. Speak plainly.
Allow me, my Lord, to entice the daughters of men with my assigned legion that you have given me to indict the hearts of mankind. If they go down to these wicked women and deceive them, they will consummate a union for offspring. For behold, none of them, men or women, are righteous before you.
Do what you propose, but do not violate their will. I have already judged them. Every thought in their hearts is evil. And it came to pass when man commenced to multiply upon the face of the earth, and daughters were born to them, that the sons of the gods saw the daughters of man when they were beautifying themselves, and they took for themselves wives from whomever they chose. And the Lord said, Let my spirit not quarrel forever concerning man, because he is also flesh, and his days shall be 120 years. The Nephilim were on the earth in those days, and also afterward, when the angels of the God would come to the daughters of man, and they would bear for them. They are the mighty men who were of old, the men of renown. And the Lord saw that the evil of man was great in the earth, and every imagination of his heart was only evil all the time. And the Lord regretted that he had made man upon the earth, and he became grieved in his heart. And the Lord said, I will blot out man whom I created from upon the face of the earth, from man to cattle to creeping thing to the fowl of the heavens, for I regret that I made them. But Noah found favor in the eyes of the Lord. These are the generations of Noah. Noah was a righteous man, he was perfect in his generations. Noah walked with God. And Noah begot 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Now the earth was corrupt before God, and the earth became full of robbery. And God saw the earth, and behold, it had become corrupted, for all flesh had corrupted its way on the earth. And God said to Noah, The end of all flesh has come before me, for the earth has become full of robbery because of them. And behold, I am destroying them from the earth. Make for yourself an ark of gopher wood. You shall make the ark with compartments, and you shall caulk it both inside and outside with pitch. And this is the size you shall make it: 300 cubits the length of the ark, 50 cubits its breadth, and 30 cubits its height. You shall make a skylight for the ark, and to a cubit you shall finish it to the top, and the entrance of the ark you shall place in its side. You shall make it with bottom compartments, 2nd story compartments, and 3rd story compartments. And I, behold, I am bringing the flood, water upon the earth, to destroy all flesh in which there is the spirit of life. From beneath the heavens, all that is upon the earth will perish. And I will set up my covenant with you, and you shall come into the ark, you and your sons, and your wife and your sons' wives with you. And of all living things of all flesh, 2 of each you shall bring into the ark to preserve alive with you. They shall be male and female. Of the fowl after its kind, and of the animals after their kind, of every creeping thing upon the ground after its kind, 2 of each shall come to you to preserve alive. And you take for yourself every food that is eaten, and gather it into you, and it shall be for you and for them to eat. And Noah did. According to all that God had commanded him, so he did. And the Lord said to Noah, Come into the ark, you and all your household, for it is you that I have seen as a righteous man before me in this generation. Of all the clean animals you shall take for yourself 7 pairs, a male and its mate, and of the animals that are not clean, 2, a male and its mate. Also of the fowl of the heavens, 7 pairs, male and female, to keep seed alive on the face of the earth. For in another 7 days I will make it rain upon the earth for 40 days and 40 nights, and I will blot out all beings that I have made off the face of the earth. And Noah did, according to all that the Lord had commanded him. And Noah was 600 years old, and the flood came about, water upon the earth. And Noah went in, and his sons and his wife and his sons' wives with him into the ark, because of the flood waters, of the clean beasts and of the beasts that are not clean, and of the fowl, and all that creeps upon the earth. 2 by 2 they came to Noah to the ark, male and female, as God had commanded Noah. And it came to pass, after the 7 days, that the flood waters were upon the earth. In the 600th year of Noah's life, in the 2nd month, on the 17th day of the month, on this day, all the springs of the great deep were split, and the windows of the heavens opened up. And the rain was upon the earth for 40 days and 40 nights. On this very day, Noah came, and Shem and Ham and Japheth, Noah's sons, and Noah's wife and his sons' 3 wives with them, into the ark. They, and every beast after its kind, and every domestic animal after its kind, and every creeping thing that creeps on the earth after its kind, and every fowl after its kind, every bird of every wing. And they came to Noah to the ark, 2 by 2 of all flesh, in which there is the spirit of life. And those who came male and female of all flesh came, as God had commanded him, and the Lord shut him in. Now the flood was 40 days upon the earth, and the waters increased, and they lifted the ark, and it rose off the earth. And the waters became powerful, and they increased very much upon the earth, and the ark moved upon the waters. And the waters became exceedingly powerful upon the earth, and all the lofty mountains that were under the heavens were covered up. 15 cubits above did the waters prevail, and the mountains were covered up. And all flesh perished that moved upon the earth, among the fowl, and among the cattle, and among the beasts, and among all creeping creatures that creep upon the earth, and all mankind. Everything that had the breath of the spirit of life in its nostrils, of all that were on the dry land, died. And it blotted out all beings that were upon the face of the earth, from man to animal to creeping thing, and to the fowl of the heavens, and they were blotted out from the earth, and only Noah and those with him in the ark survived. And the water prevailed upon the earth for 150 days. And God remembered Noah and all the beasts and all the cattle that were with him in the ark, and God caused the Spirit to pass over the earth, and the waters subsided. And the springs of the deep were closed, and the windows of the heavens, and the rain from the heavens was withheld. And the waters receded off the earth more and more, and the water diminished at the end of 150 days. And the ark came to rest in the 7th month, on the 17th day of the month, on the mountains of Ararat. And the waters constantly diminished until the 10th month. In the 10th month, on the 1st of the month, the mountain peaks appeared. And it came to pass at the end of 40 days that Noah opened the window of the ark that he had made. And he sent forth the raven, and it went out back and forth until the waters dried up off the earth. And he sent forth the dove from with him, to see whether the waters had abated from upon the surface of the earth. But the dove found no resting place for the sole of its foot. So it returned to him to the ark, because there was water upon the entire surface of the earth. So he stretched forth his hand and took it, and he brought it to him to the ark. And he waited again another 7 days, and he again sent forth the dove from the ark. And the dove returned to him at eventide, and behold, it had plucked an olive leaf in its mouth. So Noah knew that the water had abated from upon the earth. And he again waited another 7 days, and he sent forth the dove, and it no longer continued to return to him. And it came to pass in the 601st year, in the 1st month, on the 1st of the month, that the waters dried up from upon the earth. And Noah removed the covering of the ark, and he saw, and behold, the surface of the ground had dried up. The ark had settled on top of Mount Ararat, and in the 2nd month, on the 27th day of the month, the earth was dry. And God spoke to Noah, saying, "Go out of the ark, you and your wife and your sons wives with you. Every living thing that is with you of all flesh, of fowl, and of animals, and of all the creeping things that creep on the earth, bring out with you, and they shall swarm upon the earth, and they shall be fruitful, and multiply upon the earth." So Noah went out, and his sons and his wife and his sons' wives with him. Every beast, every creeping thing, and all fowl, everything that moves upon the earth, according to their families, they went forth from the ark. And Noah built an altar to the Lord, and he took of all the clean animals and of all the clean fowl, and brought up burnt offerings on the altar. And the Lord smelled the pleasing aroma, and the Lord said to himself, "I will no longer curse the earth because of man, for the imagination of man's heart is evil from his youth, and I will no longer smite all living things as I have done. So long as the earth exists, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, and day and night shall not cease." God made a promise to mankind to never flood the earth again because of its sin, and placed a rainbow in the skies above the ark. Birds filled the skies as the sun rose on the horizon. This video was produced by ben-Emmett with the Torah Watchman Show International LLC. Special thanks to the team of AI and Video.